Truckloads of dirt into Veterans Stadium here in Philadelphia, where tonight everything from three-wheeled motorcycles to the monster four-wheelers will compete. Budweiser and the United States Hot Rod Association present the Triple Crown of Motorsports. Hi, everybody. I'm Steve Physiak, along with the president of the Hot Rod Association.
Well, you know, it changes every week, but of course we've got the famous Bigfoot, we've got Blue Thunder, we've got our national champion Bud Jaskey. But again, if this dirt was wet yesterday, the track changes. So every week we have a different winner. We don't know. It's going to be kind of exciting, and we're all looking forward to watching it.
And Tony, battle of the monster trucks, and that is something else.
Well, it's a roaring battle. These monster machines with their 6-foot tires, they'll be flying through the air again. They'll be crushing cars, going over the humps. They also have to make a left-hand turn and head down the baselines, and they'll be going at each other. This is something that's never been done before. We'll have one going this way, one going this way. When they get the home plate, they will pass each other and continue down, and the one who gets to the end will finish that round. And we will compete the competitors against each other, so finally we have one winner.
It looks like a great night of action from the vet in Philly, and we'll be right back to the Budweiser U.S. Hot Rod Association Triple Crown of Motorsports. Don't go away. Well, we're ready for the monster trucks, and we will pause with this Budweiser U.S. Hot Rod Association Triple Crown here at Veterans Stadium in Philadelphia. Back after these words. We saw Dale Wilson in the modified truck pull, but this is what he is really famous for, the monster trucks. He is known all over the country with his truck, the Virginia Giant. Tony, he has done such a marvelous job over the years. $110,000 truck, and look at the horsepower.
1,015 horsepower. A lot of ponies under that hood.
And coming from the right field foul line, it will be Excalibur from Maumee, Ohio, Dan Marquardt. Driver's Mike McKell. The value $100,000, and his horsepower 500, which is a lot less than Dale Wilson, but he figures 500 is enough to get him over these cars and in time to win this event. There they go. Excalibur crushing them. And Dale Wilson in the Virginia Giant.
Excalibur made the second round of cars before Dale did.
I have dreamed of doing this in rush hour about 5 o'clock.
Excalibur has transmission problems. He can't get it into gear.
And Dale Wilson
can't get it into gear.
Horsepower 1,015, really putting on a show here.
Okay, he found the gear.
But now it's Dale Wilson's turn to try and make his way past the cars, and Dale Wilson will then take off and try and crush a few more. Here he goes. Going to start with a station wagon and move right over the sedans.
Whoa!
Excalibur with a beautiful turn. As he pounced up in the air, Virginia Giant will get there in the end as Excalibur is done. Excalibur right there has defeated Dale Wilson's Virginia Giant, and this is why. Look at him climb those cars, leap in the air, and almost turn a somersault. 500 horsepower was enough.
That's right.
When it comes to monster trucks, this may be the most famous of all time. Its name is Bigfoot. Its driver is Bob Chandler, and it will be going from the right foul line to home plate and then around and heading towards that left field foul line and hope to be the winner. The horsepower is enormous. The value, $120,000. And Bob Chandler is a true veteran of this industry, and he's a man who has put hours of time building and rebuilding that truck to high standards. And on the left field foul line, it is Blue Thunder from Fayetteville, North Carolina, driven by Kevin Dabney. He's the owner and the driver, and he too a veteran of this industry. The horsepower high at 750, and the value, well, you can tell he's put a lot of time and money into Blue Thunder. A big and the Bigfoot is really taking him apart. Bob Chandler from St. Louis, Missouri.
I think Kevin's got some problems there. That's why Bob went ahead. He couldn't start and couldn't make it to the starting line. So Bigfoot has to go across all the cars so he can come back and compete. The final
so Bob Chandler will have an easy victory, but he has to make it over this set of 3 cars, and he's taking his time. Stalls a little bit on the final hill, but makes it over rather nicely and powers to the end. So Chandler and Bigfoot will move on to the championship round to face Dan Marquardt of Maumee, Ohio, and Excalibur. More from the vet in Philadelphia. Don't go away. This is Excalibur. In a fight with Deal Wilson's Virginia Giant, it stalled. And Deal Wilson of the Virginia Giant could not get around it. Right here, Deal Wilson had a chance to go on, win the championship, to move on to that championship round, but Dan Marquardt could not get out of the way because his car had stalled. Officials now say that they are going to disqualify Excalibur and move the Virginia Giant into the championship round. So the Virginia Giant will go against Bigfoot, and those are 2 of the most popular and famous monster trucks in the United States. There's the Virginia Giant. Moving on because Excalibur was disqualified. Deal Wilson is the driver in a fabulous monster truck that had a little bit of difficulty in pausing and waiting. They're off. Bigfoot against the Virginia Giant, and the Giant armored cars, so too Bigfoot.
Giant is way ahead. Bigfoot's got some problems. He's smoking.
The Giant has the lead right now. Bigfoot is smoking a little bit. And the Virginia Giant is waiting for Bigfoot to get over those cars. The officials, perhaps, will they disqualify Bigfoot? His car is smoking. You can see the cloud hovering all over there. So Virginia Giant's going to go over those 3 cars. And boy, is he putting on a show. He is stalled right in the middle of those 3. And he's raising his lid, and he's going to bite off the Bigfoot, saying, I am the champion. And the pictures begin as the Virginia Giant pausing momentarily, letting the audience know what kind of horsepower he has underneath his hood and why he will go on and win the monster truck competition here this evening at Veterans Stadium. Well, the Virginia Giant getting that second chance.
So picking up the pieces down there on the floor there. He definitely did break something.
Deal Wilson's Virginia Giant just able to take advantage of Excalibur's elimination, and this is Bigfoot.
Something let go on the front right side.
The Virginia Giant finishing up on the finish line, and we have ourselves a champion. Deal Wilson, with a little help from up above when Excalibur was eliminated, when Dan Marquardt car died after crushing 6 cars, and then its engine quit. Virginia Giant couldn't get around him. On his second chance in the championship round, he crushes all the cars and moves on and wins the Monster Truck Pull here in Philadelphia. All kinds of excitement at Philadelphia tonight, and a great crowd. Tony Vaccaro, you're the president of the U.S. For Tony Vaccaro, this is Steve Physiak, and we hope you'll be with us next time for the U.S. Hot Rod Association Triple Crown. The Budweiser United States Hot Rod Association Triple Crown of Motorsports is a presentation of Bud Sports through the facilities of ESPN. Bay Bombers.